morning, everyone. I thought I would try and do like a day in the life kind of thing. The service dog in quarantine. It's about like 7:45 or so. Okay, our day started. Obviously, Loki's right here. So, hi, Bubba. So we'll get up and get going, and I'll walk you guys through what a day with him normally looks like. Alright, so the first thing that we do is get the e-collar on him. Our backyard is not fenced, so we need to have some way of keeping him in our yard and not in anyone else's yard. So we go ahead and we put the e-collar on him. This is the mini educator, and I love it. Getting ready to go outside and use the bathroom. He always has to sit before we open the door and before he gets to go out in the morning. You'd think he'd know this by now, but not all the time. Again, no fence out here, so I just use the e-collar in case he decides that he wants to go over to the neighbor's house. He's never really done that before, but I always feel a little bit better having the e-collar on him. Belle doesn't need one. She just kind of stays put. Alright, the next thing that we do is I give the dogs a little bit of exercise, and I normally start with Belle, our little border collie here. She has her thunder shirt on right now. We had a storm the night before, and she doesn't handle storms really well. She gets a little bit shaky and a little bit scared. So we put the thunder shirt on her, and I just hadn't taken it off yet. So we do a couple rounds of frisbee and just kind of get some morning energy out of both of them. Once Loki decides to join in and play, I have him in a sit-stay while I finish throwing the frisbee a couple more times for Belle, and he just stays put so that they don't, get in a little squabble over the toys or anything like that. And then, of course, I let him have a turn, so they're pretty good about sharing the toy and about not getting in squabbles over it, but as you can see, he loves it just as much as she does. He's just not quite as athletic as little Belle is there. So close, Loki, so close. Playing frisbee like this in the morning also gives us a chance to work on some basic commands like his sit stays and his down stays whenever I throw the frisbee for Belle. I mean, obviously he enjoys to play with the toy, so the fact that he can ignore the toy and listen to the command that I'm giving him is really, really good. We don't use those commands for Belle as much. Like I have said before, she's mainly a pet, so she is not as well trained as Loki is or as Willow is, so the two service dogs have a lot of training on them. Belle knows her basics, and she does a pretty nice job. She's a well-behaved doggy member of society, but she doesn't have like the sit stays and down stays that Loki has. Alright, next up we have our morning breakfast routine. So I put Loki and Belle in a place command over on the rug that's right underneath our sink off there to the right. And I get their food ready to go. Loki gets about 2.5 scoops every morning and every evening, and Belle gets about 1 scoop. They are on different foods. They just have different nutritional needs, so I put them on different foods. Last thing I add before I let them eat is this vitamin that I put in their food. It's called Vet's Best Shed and Itch Control. Especially this time of year, Loki has really, really sensitive skin, and his shedding can kind of get out of control and get to an unhealthy level. So we put this in their food every morning and every night, and it really seems to help them to regulate the shedding so it's at a healthy level, keeps their coats nice and shiny, and it helps stop his hot spots. So we really like this stuff. So after the dogs are played with and fed, and they are now a little bit worn out, so they're laying down in my room, I go and I brush my teeth, then do my hair, just the normal stuff in the morning that all human beings have to do. This scrunchie is from Buddy Bandanas. If you use our Instagram name on their website, you get 40% off of your order. This scrunchie matches the bandana that Loki wears every day. So, cool stuff. Alright, after I brush my teeth and I run a rake through my hair, I do my lessons for the morning for my students. I'm a music teacher, so I make all their music lessons and any worksheets that I have them do and answer any emails, as well as check social media and stuff. So, yay work. Now that all the dogs have been exercised a little bit and kind of gotten their initial morning energy out, we do take them for a morning walk. That's my sister, Natasha, and that's her service dog, Willow. Willow's not in her service gear because she doesn't need her service gear all the time like Loki does. As you see, he is in his vest, and he also has his matching bandana on. Thank you, Buddy Bandanas. And since he does momentum pulling, he's in his vest full time. Willow does not have to be. Okay, so today is nail day for Loki. Not his favorite day, but he handles it very well. And so I bring him outside if the weather's nice, and I use a Dremel on his nails, and we just keep his nails nice and short. I had already done that front paw that he was trying to hold up to me there. That's the one I always start with. And so I just Dremel them. We try and do it about 2 or 3 times a week, just to keep those nails really nice and short, because the shoes that they wear whenever we go out in public can be a little bit irritating to their paws if the nails are too long. So we make sure to keep them nice and short. They're not so short that the quick is exposed, but they are short enough that he doesn't click and clack on the floors. It helps to not tear up, the yard, or if we go camping, it doesn't tear up the tent, whatever. But we do keep his nails nice and short. And of course, Belle sees all of her toys and can only think about playing with the toys right now. So you'll see her doing some shenanigans and stuff in the back while I'm trying to grind down Loki's nails. And she's pretty persistent. Welcome to living with a border collie. After I finish each paw, I let Loki get up and kind of walk around a little bit. That just helps with him sitting still while I do the paw. So I've found that really, really helps when I have to grind or clip their nails down. If I let them get up and walk around when I'm done with one foot, then they are more likely to sit still for the next. Alrighty, and after we're done grinding down the nails, Loki and Belle have not gotten a chance yet to take a nap after we went on our walk and then did a little bit more playing, so we lay down for a couple hours so that they can kind of relax and take a nap if they want to. So after they're done with their nap, we go ahead and we go back outside. We'll let them use the bathroom. We'll throw the frisbee a couple times. Just kind of let them stretch their legs again before we go ahead and feed them their dinner. Dinner for these guys is the exact same as breakfast. I put them in a place over on that right-hand side on the mat that's by our sink. And Loki gets 2.5 cups of his food, and Belly gets about 1 cup of her food, and then we have the vitamins added in there too for their coat health. So after I feed the dogs, I go and take a shower, and then I start my nightly routine with, teeth brushing, all of that fun stuff. So I use a serum in my hair every night. It's called Super Skinny by Paul Mitchell. No relation, I swear. And it really helps my hair. My ends are super duper dry and my scalp gets really, really oily really quick. So it's a great way to keep my ends moisturized and not get my scalp all gross and greasy. So after I brush my teeth, I of course have to brush the dog's teeth. They do get their teeth brushed every night. And we started training this by just putting a little bit of toothpaste on our finger and letting them lick it off. And then using the toothpaste on our finger and rubbing it on their gums. And then we put like a little finger brush on, put the toothpaste on that, let them lick it off, and then rub it on their gums. And eventually we got up to using a full-size toothbrush here. I do hold their mouth closed just because otherwise they like to open it. They love the taste of this stuff, and they honestly don't mind this too much, and it helps to stop some of the gum disease and then some heart disease later on. If you brush their teeth regularly, you know, it doesn't take super long. I don't brush it for like 2 minutes like we do with humans. I just brush it long enough to knock off like dinner and other plaque that was on there before, and yeah, both dogs get the same treatment. Oh, also, I think I should say, don't use human toothpaste. They make special doggy toothpaste, so use dog toothpaste, not human toothpaste. So, after their teeth are brushed and they are fed, and I had my shower and my teeth are brushed and I'm ready to go, then we take them outside to go to the bathroom one last time before we bring them in for the night. I enjoy winding down at night by playing some Animal Crossing, so I finish off my night like that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a comment or make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more of these videos. And if you have any other ideas for video content that you'd like to see from our channel, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Until the next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye!